a Learfield presentation of the Seminole Sports Network. This is Inside Seminole-Basketball with head coach Leonard Jeff Culhane.
Well, we got a great crowd on hand tonight here at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee, celebrating the Florida State winner on Tuesday evening as the Noles able to get back on that winning track and knock down the Boston College Eagles, clip their wings, if you will, and send them back home, winning by a final score of 84-76. We're getting to that point in the season, 5 games left, and every game means a ton. That's for sure at this point in time. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into Inside Seminole Basketball. Great crowd, as we mentioned. And can we give a big round of applause for the all-time winningest coach in Florida State basketball history, Leonard Hamilton. Coach, it's always great seeing you.
Well, thank you. That was a nice compliment.
Well, I get those right every once in a while. It's usually a coin flip with me on how I tee those up. But congratulations to you, to your basketball team. I know as you and I have talked, we've talked about breaking through, getting through a little bit of that stalemate we've been in the last couple of weeks. And, man, your guys really did that last night and then some.
Well, I thought we had great ball movement. We moved the ball, made the extra pass. Everybody got a touch just about every time down the court. We have a tendency not to be in rhythm. Sometimes developing the synergy that it takes to, to move the ball and be in a attack position. It's been something that we've not been consistent with. But I thought the other night we got deflections and steals. We got out and got some transition baskets. And once we got in the half court, I thought that we moved the ball. And at one point there, with the combination of the deflections and steals and getting out in transition, and then getting the half court and moving the ball, I thought we had a couple of sessions where we had like a 6 or 8 point run.
Yeah.
And I think that really put them in a situation where they had to work hard to get back. And it was nip and tuck back and forth. But the most important thing, we didn't seem to have that 5-minute dip that we've had in each game this year.
Yep. The offense that your team has displayed in ACC play, you've been one of the best teams scoring the basketball in league games this year at just over 76 points per game. That's 4th best in the entire conference right now with 5 games left in the regular season. And as you talk about ball movement, it's little things within your offense and your system where spacing and keep moving the basketball side to side, getting the defense on their heels, that's where the offense really begins before you get the open shots, right, with the way you guys do it.
Well, we try to have a system that we all on the same page, and that's been a little challenging for us this year. Sometimes we break things off and go one-on-one, but it's good to have that level of ability and skill that you can do that. We just got to have the right combination. We have more of a read and react type of system. In other words, you have 3 or 4 things that you can make decisions on whenever you catch the ball.
Yeah.
Do you throw it to the guy who's shrinking the gaps on the weak side? Do you hit the roll man? Do you kick it ahead? Or do you attack off the dribble? Do you turn it down? And so sometimes that's not always easy to read.
Yeah.
And you have to make those decisions in 0.5 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is not I think you told me the other day, it's the good option, and then there's the better option, and then you maybe have a great option, and then at the end of it, it's the best option.
Yes.
You got to figure out in literally 0.5 seconds.
Yes, and that makes your team flow if everybody's reading correctly. And that's the biggest challenge, that you have to figure out what is the best option in relation to how they're defending you.
Yeah, and your team was able to do that last night. Mentioned the defense overall last night again as Florida State, number 1 in the ACC in turnovers forced this year, right around 15 turnovers per game. Did so last night, forcing 16 Boston College turnovers. That led to 21 Florida State points, and that, Coach, is like gold in a game, especially in league play, where every possession means a whole ton.
Well, anytime you can get easy baskets on turnovers, transition baskets, or get to the foul line. And by the way, I think we went to the foul line 29 times last night.
Yeah.
And that's huge. I don't remember exactly what it was. Was it 20? What did we make?
21 to 29 last night. Made more than they attempted last night.
That's really important. And then on top of that, when they're making fouls, that means that they're not quite as aggressive as they would like to be.
Yeah, and last night, as we mentioned, Florida State, 21 of 29 from the charity stripe. made 21 free throws. Boston College only attempted 16 free throws last night. And the Noles shooting 55% from the floor. Your three-point shooting, it felt like, started to heat up a little bit as you moved the ball, and their defense wore down through time. You got 39% from behind the three-point line last night.
Well, we did not force any threes. Every three-point shot that we attempted, I thought we were wide open. And that was because of the ball movement and ball reversals. And, now, on the other hand, defensively, I don't still think we have a lot of work to do. I don't know if we've ever talked about OER, offensive efficiency rating, and defensive efficiency rating.
Yeah.
Our offensive efficiency rating was the highest it has been all year, but our defensive efficiency rating was not very good.
Yeah, and they last night, and we talked about this in the post game, it seems like teams are coming in and they're throwing them in from the parking lot, Coach. I mean, last night Boston College, I think, made their first 5 or 6 shots and their first 3 threes, and, it's not as if you're not coaching, you're not, right? This is something your guys are prepared for, and yet teams just seem to find a way to throw them in from wherever they're at on the floor right now.
Well, we had a big laugh in the locker room after the game. You can laugh
after a win?
After a win. And I think his name McLaughlin.
Yes.
And that was his 3rd three that he's made all year. And so he stepped out there like he was a great shooter and put it right in the basket. And all the players looked at the coach with the scouting report and say, "You thought you told me he couldn't shoot."
It's nice to have a laugh in the locker room after a game. That is for darn sure. Hey, time now for our truest hero of the game from last night, and there are a number of options from the 84-76 win over Boston College. We're going to go with the birthday boy from Monday. He celebrated his birthday, turning 20 years young on Monday night. Had a great birthday present, making his 2nd career start. Chandler Jackson, the sophomore out of Memphis, Tennessee, a career-high 19 points, 7 of 10 from the floor, made a couple of threes, and played 33 minutes for you last night. You needed somebody to step up with Darren banged up and unable to go, and, man, Chandler, he answered the call for you.
No doubt about that. That was very fulfilling for me to see him step up and fill that void. And to play 33 minutes is tremendous. When you're a little shorthanded. So hat goes off to him. We just need more of what he did last night as we move through the remainder of the season.
Yep, absolutely. He played tremendously, and a nice birthday present for the 20-year-old who celebrated that birthday on a Monday earlier in the week. His Truist is the official retail bank of Florida State Athletics. Care, it's a total bank changer. See how at Truist.com. Well, we got a great show planned for you. We're going to hear from the head man here over the course of the next hour. Hear from Leonard Hamilton. His team now 8-7 in ACC play. We'll recap the Boston College win, what he's liking about his squad right now, and getting ready for Clemson at Little John Coliseum on Saturday night, a 7:45 tip in Clemson, South Carolina. And looking forward to our player guest tonight. The young man from the Philadelphia area, junior point guard Jalen Warley, is with us on the show today. He has been a huge key to the success of Florida State basketball here this season. As Florida State Athletics, we'd like to thank Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee for their support of Florida State Hoops. Glory Days Tallahassee, the home of Inside-Seminole-Basketball. Great crowd on hand. We're happy to see everybody out here. Loving the Noles right now. We'll take a break. More to come with Leonard Hamilton as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Hamilton. Here again, Jeff Culhane.
We're back rolling along on a Wednesday night, live here at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. By the way, they were our corporate game day sponsor last night of the game against Boston College. Big shout out to Mary and her entire staff. We appreciate their support. They might need to be the game day sponsor every night, Coach, for every home game the way it went, right? Huh?
Well, maybe you can get someone to come out and hit a couple of free throws.
That's right. That's right. And then thankfully we got it cooking there down the stretch. It got that percentage up to where you want it to be. Here with the head man, Leonard Hamilton, the Noles beating Boston College last night, 84-76 inside the Tucker Center. Clemson coming up this weekend. NC State at home next Tuesday. 2 games left in the regular season. Love to have you out here at Glory Days as well. A few more shows coming out and a chance for you to win Florida State men's basketball tickets here at the show as well. Hey, time now for What's on Tap, brought to you by the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics, Oyster City Brewing Company. Check out the tap room on Gain Street. And, of course, the great Legacy Lager, the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics. Great for any Florida State celebration. All right, we talked about how practice time, you're trying to keep legs fresh, trying to keep guys mentally fresh as well. And we're back on the road here. 5 games left in the regular season. You're always playing with urgency each and every game. But does that ramp up in any way here as time gets short on the regular season of play, Coach?
Well, when you look at the standings, it's obvious that that 4th position spot is up for grabs.
Yes, it is.
And most of us are vying for that spot. And we have 3 games on the road and 2 games at home. So we've been somewhat competitive on the road this year.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can win them all, and unfortunately, if you don't play well, something bad can happen to you on those home games or on the road. So we in a position where we control our own destiny, and we have to stay connected, not have any mental or emotional letdowns. Obviously, the area where we need to improve is on our defense. We seem to be developing a pretty good offensive field goal percentage shooting, and we getting touches, and there's always seem to be someone else that's being able to step up, especially when you're talking about Gainey and Culhane.
Yeah.
They seem to be containing the dribble much better defensively, playing with more energy, setting more screens. They're more of a threat offensively for us, and we're throwing them lobs because they're setting more screens, which is putting the defense in a situation where they have to squeeze and be more concerned about the roll man, which gives us an opportunity to get people the ball in catch-up situations. So we make an improvement on the offensive end. Now we need to make that same level of improvement defensively and try to keep people off the foul line and be a lot solid and more more fundamental.
You mentioned your success on the road. Your team has had success on the road in ACC play this season. Is there any kind of feel or vibe you get about your team's mentality that's any different away from home with what they're approaching?
No, it's not. I just think that sometimes you don't have the same level of focus and concentration. It's easy for me to say that we're not affected by the crowds and what have you. But I think we're maturing to the point now we should not be affected by where we play. No one has jumped out of the stands and blocked the shot yet. So we shouldn't have to worry about what's going on. We have to be connected with ourselves, communicating and talking. And this team is not one of those teams that we have a lot of talkative players. And that's been a challenge for us this year to get them more involved with communicating with each other on the defensive end. And that would help us avoid some of the letdowns we have and some of the mistakes we make. Yep.
Coach mentioned to me during the break, Coach got me a stat nugget here. I love it because I'm usually a big stat nugget guy. And you had one for me on our guy that we're going to talk to a little bit later on, and junior point guard Jalen Warley. Right now, Jalen Warley in ACC games has a 2.7 to 1 assist-to-turnover ratio, which is tied for the best in the entire ACC. He and Nathan George at 2.7 to 1 right now in league games. That's a big-time number and obviously illustrates how he's been able to take care of the basketball and get guys shots. It's a great stat nugget by you, Coach. I love it.
Now, what team does Nathan George play for?
He is with we can see him in a couple weeks, Georgia Tech, Coach. Yeah.
You know, it's so many good players in our league. And to be very honest with you, I haven't looked at any of the stats and how our players compare with some of the other players in the league. Someone just dropped that little nugget on me today, so I don't want you to think that I'm that I know all about the stats.
No, that's a stat nugget that I'll borrow from you. I appreciate that. The names that Jalen is in ahead of, company-wise in our league, great players. Reese Beekman, Virginia, R.J. Davis, North Carolina, Jeremy Roach, Duke, Jaden Zachary, Boston College. That's a heck of a company there in our league that he's a part of.
Well, he's a guy who's playing within himself. He's definitely moving the ball, and he's 6'6", so he gives us a big guard when he's defending on the perimeter. And I was watching the films today. He does a pretty good job of keeping the ball out of the post when he has to switch out on a bigger, stronger guy. So he's doing a very good job with his length and his ability to defend perimeter players as well as post players at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a fair thing for me to say or correct, but it seems like when he plays well within his role, where he's sharing the basketball, he's defending and getting deflections and stealing it, and complementing our other scorers by putting the ball in the basket, getting to the free throw line. It really, we put ourselves in a great position when he plays at that level. Do you see some of that from him when he's playing there against some of the opponents we see?
Well, when we're in rhythm, moving the ball, setting the ball screens, getting the reverse once or twice, it opens up gaps in their defense, and he's able to drive and finish around the basket, and he's also able to find people on the perimeter and get them higher percentage shots. So he's been a major contributor to our system this year.
Can't wait to talk to Jalen Warley a little bit later on in the show, the young man from the Philadelphia area, junior point guard who is playing at a high level right now and doing some great things for Leonard Hamilton's basketball squad. Hey, as a veteran-owned business, Carver's Discount Cleaners provides high-quality dry cleaning services at affordable prices. Visit one of the 3 Tallahassee locations for convenient same-day services. Don't get taken to the cleaners. Choose Carver's proud dry cleaning partner of Inside-Seminole-Basketball. More to come. We'll talk more about the win last night. Shamir Watkins continues to put up some impressive numbers. And also, last night was the Champions for Literacy game, which is very close, I know, to Coach's heart and this coaching staff with what that means around the community. We'll talk more about that when we return live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Florida. Home to pristine beaches, unique dining experiences, world-class accommodations, and the thrills that keep the young and young at heart coming back to the Sunshine State. From coast to coast, see what our 10,000 members of the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association have been preparing for you. Exceptional eats, historic sites, and lodging to fit any budget. So whether you're here making deals or making memories, come get a flavor for Florida's finest restaurants and hotels.
There's nothing quite like enjoying a tasty brew while cheering on your team to victory. Especially when you're drinking the official craft beer of the Florida State Seminoles. Fan like a Knoll this season with Oyster City Brewing Company, made by the water.
Looking for the best clearance deal of the year? Then it's time to say yes during Ford Truck Month. Yes to 1.9% financing for 72 months. And yes to great deals on our last remaining 2023 Ford F-150s. F-Series, the #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. Find all your yeses during Ford Truck Month. Now get 1.9% for 72 months for a potential savings of over $11,900 on Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I wasn't able to do something that I love because of my foot pain. I wasn't able to go on hikes. I got these arch supports years ago, and they are still really helping and still making such a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Buy or lease any 2023 Infiniti and you get Infiniti of Tallahassee's Premium Care program, covering all of these services for up to 3 years. Within 150 miles, we'll pick up and return your car for worry-free service. Real luxury. InfinityofTallahassee.com.
You're dialed in to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Hamilton. Hey.
It's great to be back Wednesday night. Glory Days Grill here in Tallahassee. It's another edition of Inside Seminole Basketball. Leonard Hamilton here with us. My name is Jeff Culhane. The Noles, a winner on Tuesday night at home against Boston College, 84-76. And man, Coach, I feel like a broken record here, but Jamir Watkins is pretty good, isn't he? That's the best question I can ask you at this point about what he's doing for you right now.
Well, he's made a major contribution to our program, and he's getting better. I still believe there's a couple other notches that he can move up.
Wow, how about that?
Because he's making an adjustment. He's just learning how to play within who we are. And that's a big adjustment when you've been successful your career and doing your career at another school.
Yeah.
Then you have to come in and find a way to adjust the things that he's been doing to fit the way we want to play. And I think now, I think that he's really, really getting his drive now. Don't be surprised if he doesn't take his game to another level.
That's scary for everybody else in the league and great for us because he's doing some tremendous things. 22 points, 11 rebounds last night, and did it in near perfect fashion. 7 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line. He made all his free throws, which I know puts a smile on your face. 5 of 5 from the charity stripe, and he's constantly, it feels like, getting his hands in there, deflecting passes, and when he gets the ball in the open floor, you mentioned this last night in the postgame, there's not many better at finishing through contact with what he does when he gets into that painted area. He's not afraid to go in there and make a big play.
Well, he has the ability to make good decisions, and he finds his teammates along with being able to make plays for himself. And he leads us in points, rebound, and I believe assists.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Tied with Jalen right now, actually. Jalen caught up to him last night.
I like that. I like
a little competition.
Yeah, I like that. Now, we can take that same level of competitive spirit to the defensive side. Maybe with steals and deflections and contains, maybe we need to get a statistic like that going, and we can get a few more of the players.
I think Jalen was just tired of hearing about Jamir. Owning those statistical categories. But yes, right now, Jamir Watkins, 14.8 points, 5.8 rebounds per game, leads the team, and he and Jalen have the exact same number of assists, 72 assists on the season at 2.8 assists per game. But Jamir is the leader in steals as well for your squad at 45, so it's just ahead of a few of your guys in that category.
There's no doubt about that. He's really been the most consistent guy on that team this year.
Yeah, man, he has been absolutely fun to watch. As you talked about earlier on, Darren was a little banged up, couldn't go on Tuesday night. You had to move some pieces around. Chandler got his second career start. Cam Coram back in the starting lineup as well for the first time since that toe injury he suffered early in the year. Kind of walk me through some of that, your rotation last night, and what you liked about how your guys filled their roles for you yesterday.
Well, Cam obviously is been kind of in a groove in terms of taking the right shots and finishing around the basket, hitting his free throws to critical parts of the game. He's earned the right. And early on, when he wasn't completely healthy, I was just concerned about making sure that I didn't get him into early foul trouble. I wanted him to see what was going on. Gainey has really helped Cam because he's being so consistent when he comes in the game with blocking shots and contain the dribble. I don't know if you noticed or not early in the year when we switched out on the point guards, our big guys had a problem containing the dribble. And now they're doing a much better job. And our guards are doing a much better job of fronting the post. But we still cannot lower that field goal percentage.
Yeah.
That we appear to be we have the challenge with. And it's interesting to me, though, when guys who are not great three-point shooting teams.
I know.
They come in here, and it's like the goal gets bigger.
It's felt that way, hasn't it?
You think that they shooting through a hula hoop
instead of the normal rim, instead of the regulation.
Like the shot that the youngster made at the end of the first half. I mean, he was behind the goal.
Yes. Harris.
He was behind the goal. About to fall out of bounds. He knocked that three down.
What do you say to yourself when you see that happen, when you're walking up the floor?
Well, I just know that it's not going to last the whole game, and we just got to get better at closing out, closing that space where guys can get comfortable shooting the ball. Yeah. We got to do a much better job on that, and we're capable. Yeah. So I think we kind of control the efficiency by being little things. For instance, if you got your inside foot up where you can see the man and the ball, you don't have to try to locate it. But if you got your outside foot up and you're looking at the ball, as the ball's in the air to your man, then you got to locate him as opposed to this closing out and containing the dribble. Those are some of the fundamentals that we need to work on if we're going to eliminate people from shooting so well.
It's amazing. It's just one item.
Yes.
Where your foot position is at. That can get you in a tough spot.
Yes.
That's how close it can be.
That 1,000th of a second, allows you. If I don't have to look for you, I'm better off than now I got to turn defensively because I need to be giving my teammates help.
Yeah.
But I'm also need to be making sure I get to my man.
Yeah.
Just the techniques that sometimes we have not developed into habit form yet.
Yep. I'm going to turn this show into a coach's clinic here. I like that right there with the head coach, Leonard Hamilton, talking about the keys to defending the Florida State way. Well, last night as well, from a standpoint of items going on around the game, there was an honoring of former assistant coach Tom Carlson last night, who has been obviously a huge component to Florida State basketball through the years, and Seminole boosters as well. That was very fun. And also last night, the Champions for Literacy game, and we've been talking about that on the show. ViStar Credit Union involved with that, providing up to a $5,000 match to the program. A check was awarded at halftime inside the Tucker Center. We've talked so much about how education means a ton to you overall, and last night we spread a lot of awareness for youngsters around the Tallahassee area and provided some funding to it as well with education and reading.
Well, there's no doubt that that's one of the more important aspects of playing high school sports and college sports.
Yeah.
Having an opportunity to develop your skills where now you can go to school and get a scholarship. That's opened up a lot of doors for a lot of unfortunate people who financially couldn't afford to get their education paid for by using their physical skills and their academic skills to become a student athlete and being able to get their education. I know it meant an awful lot to me because I had no way of going to school and having anybody to pay for it without a scholarship opportunity. And to be able to get my education, then I set the table for my brother Willie, who I adopted, and then my brother Barry went to college, my brother John went to college, my sister, who I adopted, Pam, she went to college and her kid goes to college. Willie went to college. He met his wife in college. Mm-hmm. Both of his kids go to college and changed the whole culture of your family with people youngsters getting their education. So I'm on board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Count me in.
What was it your father told you? Big John Ham. What did he say? Hey, you got to make sure you get the schoolwork done and get that scholarship ready to go to get yourself going.
He made it clear. He said, I have absolutely no money to help you with your education, but it's very important that you get your education. Yeah. He was very irritated that he had a ceiling on how much advancement he could make. Yeah. And he was irritated because he was always training educated college graduates how to do their job, but he wasn't making their money.
Right.
So
absolutely.
So he told me, don't put yourself in that situation. Get your education.
There you go. Absolutely. Fantastic stuff right there. And ViStar Credit Union is here for Noles fans. Their support of the Champions for Literacy game, very important over the last couple of weeks. We're ready to help you reach your financial goals and life goals by offering you a better way to bank. We also give back, making the communities we serve stronger. Do good, bank better. ViStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Visit ViStarCU.org. Go Noles. Coming up next, questions from the crowd. The head coach is ready for them, that's for sure. Leonard Hamilton, he's ready to go. And trivia when we come back. Stay with us as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Hamilton. Here again,
we're back in Wednesday night. Back at Glory Days Grill here in Tallahassee. Having a great time with our friends and Florida State Hoops supporters here this evening, here with the head coach Leonard Hamilton. My name is Jeff Culhane. It is our favorite segment of the show. We go right to the crowd. Kylie Brennan is here with us, and we've got our fan question of the night for the head coach, Leonard Hamilton. Kylie, I see you out there somewhere. There she is. Great to see you again. Who do we have? What are we talking with Coach about tonight? What do you got?
Well, we're here with Stuart, who has been a die-hard Seminole fan his entire life, grew up going to the games, so I think we're going to get a pretty good question here.
I like it. Stuart, take it away.
All right, so my question is, the first time we played Miami, we just shut down Cleveland, held him to 2 points when he had been averaging significantly more in double digits leading up to that point. Was that intentional? And if so, how are we going to do that again when we play them at the end of the season? Because he committed a cardinal sin, as everybody knows.
Well, I don't think he necessarily committed a cardinal sin. I mean, in the life of college athletics now, that's part of what we all are facing. There'll be over 2,000 youngsters transfer to different schools. Unfortunately, everyone talks about the ones that transfer. They don't talk about the 400 that do not get scholarships and what they're doing with their lives. So it's kind of a flawed system. But in terms of intentionally holding him to 2 points, we didn't change anything that we do. We very seldom ever do. We have a defensive system that we believe in, and I think that for him, you know, we didn't guard him any different than what we would guard someone else in relation to their challenge. He had somewhat of an off night, I'm sure, but all players will have those, and I appreciate him having an off night for our game. and I would encourage him, if he wants to have another off night when we play him next time. You know, I'm not going to keep him away from having at least we're going to be trying to get all of them to have off nights. You know, but no, that was not anything particular that we did to him that we don't try to do with everyone else.
There you go. Stuart, thank you for the question. Appreciate that. Stuart, already looking ahead to the last game of the regular season. He's got the scatter report in front of him. Ready to go already for Miami. We got a few more before that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
We got a few more.
Let's get to these questions.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one. We're picking up the heat in here, Coach. We'll put you on the hot seat.
Uh-oh.
All right, Kylie, it's time now for trivia. And as we have told you before, but we'll remind you again, come on out to Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee, the Inside Seminole-Basketball with Leonard Hamilton, and you can win Florida State men's basketball tickets here on the show. We got our trivia question. Kylie, I see who it is. We got Linda back there. She's ready. Linda, you see the signs over there, Coach, across the way at Tucker Center?
Linda is a staple.
Oh, yeah. That is right. That is absolutely right. Linda, are you ready? Are you ready to go?
I am ready.
I think she has signs here tonight for the show.
One for Coach Ham.
There you go.
Well, you know, you don't have to get ready when you stay ready. and that's Linda. She's always ready.
That's right. I have no doubt she is going to knock this question out of the park because she is locked in. Linda, how many consecutive games has Jamir Watkins scored in double figures? How many games in a row? Is it A, 17, B, 12, or C, 19?
Can I ask a friend?
You can, yes.
All right, A, B, or C? B.
Your friends are very smart, Linda. That is correct. Right. The answer is B, 12 consecutive games for Jamir Watkins in double figures. That's a career high. And he scored in double figures 21 times this season. We know you're there already, but now you got some extra tickets for your friends that just helped you out as well.
Thank you.
We love you, Linda. Thanks so much for coming out. She is a staple. That is right. How about that? 12 games in a row for Jamir.
She's probably been to 212 games in a row.
I wonder, Linda probably does have a streak of how many games in a row she's been to, both men's and women's basketball for the Noles, and she and her crew, the Extra Point Club, they got the signs up inside the Tucker Center. I'm sure you see them waving them around across the way.
Well, I've seen those signs for a number of years, and we really appreciate the enthusiasm that they bring to the arena.
Yeah.
They always seem to be on point, win, lose, or draw.
They absolutely are. There's no doubt about that. Well, we appreciate Stuart and Linda. Make sure to come on out here and join us each and every Wednesday. Next couple of Wednesdays live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee for Inside Seminole Basketball. Hey, Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets to select FSU men's basketball games. Just visit myffbf.org to sign into your account. Then file the prompts for attractions and sports and sporting events to get your 2 free tickets. Tickets are offered on a first-come, first-served basis and are subject to availability. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit myffbf.org and register to become a member today. Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud supporter of FSU athletics. Coming up, we'll talk with junior point guard from the Philadelphia area. Jalen Warley joins us when we come back as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
You're dialed in to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Culhane.
We're rolling along on Wednesday night. Great to be here at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee, hanging out with you here on site, and also everybody watching on ABC 27 and listening across the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield. And we're very excited to be joined by our next guest, who has been playing at a high level. He's one of the veterans on this Florida State basketball team. Can we give it up? A big round of applause for junior point guard Jalen Warley, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. A little home cooking crowd tonight. Yes, that's got to feel good, huh?
It does, definitely does.
Yep, it's great to see you, and congratulations on that win last night. Looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there. How much did that win mean to you, as I know you're trying to kind of break through a little bit of a stalemate over the last couple of weeks for you guys with a victory?
Yeah, it was definitely a big win for us, especially at home, defending the tuck. And I feel like we did a lot of good things that we can build on going into this next stretch of games. So it was definitely big for us to get a win before we play again this Saturday.
You know, we just mentioned, and Coach brought it up, right now you are tied for the league lead in ACC games at 2.7 to 1 assist-to-turnover ratio. That is a big-time number right there. And when I say that, what comes to mind for you right away? Because it's obviously a big part of who you are as a player, taking care of the basketball, but distributing and getting guys in good spots as well.
Yeah, it is. I really take joy and pride in seeing my teammates succeed and score. So I try to the best of my ability to not give the other team the ball and to make sure my guys get good shots. So hearing that stat definitely reassures that we're doing a lot of good things as a team.
You know, offensively, you've been fun to watch all year long as a squad. You guys have no issue putting the ball in the basket. Kind of take me through that. Offensively, this group, and I know Coach is continuing to get the best out of you, looking for you to continue to keep the ball moving side to side and being unselfish overall. But what do you feel like have been the main keys to your guys' success offensively, putting the ball in the basket here this season?
I feel like we have a lot of talented guys who can do different things that kind of complement each other. And the whole coaching staff has just been working just for how we can continue to make each other better and kind of put us in positions that some of us are good at certain aspects or scoring in this area. So we've kind of just been trying to, as the season has gone on, grow to learn more about our teammates so that we can help each other be successful.
Yeah, it feels like a tight group as well. I mean, you've got a lot of guys and you got some new guys, obviously, that have learned and are growing in their first year in the system overall. I know, Jalen, that takes time, right? I mean, you're in your third year, and everybody's still growing as a player day in and day out. But it seems like when this group is playing at a high level, playing to their potential, you can beat anyone in the ACC right now. Just kind of speak to that with the potential of this basketball team. And when you guys are tight, how good you can be out there on the floor over 40 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like we can beat anybody. I think earlier on the show you're talking about our success on the road. It kind of just shows that even in environments that, aren't necessarily comfortable, we can beat anybody. We play anywhere between like 10 to 12, 13 guys, so it just shows how much depth we have as a team. So I feel like if we continue to grow and play to each other's strengths, we can beat anybody really in the country.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I would agree with you. It's been a fun watch, and when you guys have it cooking, you are right there with some of the best teams, certainly in the ACC and definitely in all of college basketball. Jalen Warley with us here live on site. He's going to stay with us for another segment live from Glory Days Grill here in Tallahassee. And here's your chance to win tickets to the final home basketball game of the season. Florida State versus Miami on March the 9th. Go to alumnihall.com or follow them on social media, and one lucky winner will receive 2 tickets to the game, an autographed Leonard Hamilton basketball, and a $100 Alumni Hall gift card. They just moved locations, so find Alumni Hall now on Timberlane Road near REI here in Tallahassee, or go online, alumnihall.com to enter. Stay with us, another segment with Jalen Warley when we come back, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Hamilton. Here again, Jeff Culhane.
Great to be back. Glory Days Grill rolling along on Wednesday night. This Florida State basketball team, a winner last night over Boston College. Now getting ready for Clemson Saturday night at Little John Coliseum. It's a 7:45 p.m. Eastern tip on the road. Our radio coverage, by the way, begins at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield. I know we talked about this last year, but I find it fascinating. Your basketball lineage from Philadelphia with your father, your grandfather, and obviously your godfather as well. Walk me through that. You were born to play basketball, Jalen. Kind of take me through that and growing up in Philly, learning the game and how all those people had influences on you growing up as a basketball player.
Yeah, so growing up, I don't think I knew it as much as I should have, how much basketball lineage I had. I think my family members kind of kept it short and sweet, not realizing how many great basketball players came through. But I was always just around the game, and I'm grateful that my parents let me naturally just fall in love with it. But, my godfather was Wilt Chamberlain, and then, my dad's godfather was Wilt Chamberlain, and then they both played Division I at St. Joe's, and then my grandpa played for the 76ers as well. So when you find that out when you're a little older, you kind of just look like you guys couldn't have told me this, or I feel like I'm the last one in the loop. So, I'm grateful that they let me just fall in love with the game organically.
And your father, he didn't, when you needed him for basketball, right? He was there, but didn't really force it into you, did he? Kind of take me through that back and forth with your family growing up and getting the game to you.
Yeah, he was just supportive of whatever I wanted to do. And as a kid, I always had a lot of energy running around. So I played every sport from tennis to baseball to football, basketball. So he was really just happy that I was so passionate about something. And then as I got older, started narrowing down. And then I knew basketball around middle school. I knew basketball was definitely a sport I wanted to continue to pursue.
And I believe growing up, you love playing a little bit of football too. You're a taller kid, obviously. Yeah. And so you like to go up and catch the football over the top of defenders, right?
I did. I played running back a little bit, but then they kept hitting me in the knees, and I moved a little bit to the outside, started playing wide receiver. So, yeah, I did. I enjoyed playing football too.
How about that? So your dad played at St. Joe's. His godfather, Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt. And your grandfather, Ben, was the 6th overall pick of the Syracuse Nationals in the old ABA in 1961. And then I believe he played with Wilt?
He did,
With the Sixers in the same team?
Yep, they were teammates. They played together.
That's amazing stuff. Yeah, I know you Philly guys, you're a tight-knit group overall. What do you kind of take us through being a part of that Philly family and the pride you have and how it develops you, how it helps you grow and mature, even at a young age, growing up?
Yeah, I feel like Philadelphia breeds a basketball culture. So I have a lot of support of people who've been watching me play since I was playing recreational. So it just re-instills me to keep going and to know that I have a lot of people rooting for me back home.
Yeah, that's awesome. I believe, again, you have family here tonight, don't you?
Exactly.
Your aunt and uncle are here in the house?
They are, yep.
Yeah.
Right over there.
That is awesome. That is very cool. They good to see them again. They talked to them a little bit earlier and mentioned how they've traveled all over the country following you throughout your basketball career. Yeah. That's pretty special. Well, you guys got the win. I know you want to keep it cooking, right? You got 100%. 5 games left in the regular season, and you go to Clemson on Saturday night. It's always winning on the road is always challenging, but the Tigers, that's got a rivalry feel to it in a lot of ways in the ACC. They got us at our place. Yep, I think it's time to return the favor. Kind of take me through your thought process on preparing and getting ready for that game on Saturday night.
Yeah, they have a really good team over there, and they did when they came over to Tuck. They got us last time, but we got a little bit of We learned a little bit of a lesson playing them. I think they're one of the older groups as well in the ACC with some seasoned veterans. So, I feel like if we continue to follow the game plan that we had here and just continue to learn and realize our scouting report and make sure we focus in on it, I feel like we're set up to have a pretty good Saturday.
You just had a birthday. Last Friday, you turned 21 years old. Yeah. How was the birthday? I know you were able to celebrate a little bit more last night with a win against Boston College. Yeah. Yeah,
I was able to be around my teammates and stuff like that. And I think we either had a game before or after, so my mind was already worried about the next one. So
absolutely.
It was enjoyable.
Well, hey, we always appreciate your time. We enjoy watching you play. And thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Jalen Warley, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for the junior point guard out of the Philadelphia area. And as you know, that reading one text while driving takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour. That's like driving the length of a basketball court with your eyes closed. Put your phone down and set aside all distractions. Don't drive distracted. Arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. The head coach, Leonard Hamilton, rejoins me when we come back as we wrap things up live from Glory Days in Tallahassee as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
You're dialed in to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Culhane.
All right, we're back one final time with the head man, Leonard Hamilton, rejoining us on our main table here at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. The Noles get ready for the Clemson Tigers Saturday night, Little John Coliseum, back on the road. It's a 7:45 p.m. Eastern tip, and our radio coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And time now for Keys to Success, brought to you by Scott & Wallace, the official law firm of Florida State Athletics. Scott & Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Coach, we've got this Tuesday-Saturday schedule here to wrap out the regular season. Tuesday and then into the weekend. And Little John, it's always challenging to win on the road in ACC play. And Clemson, a team that's got a heck of a squad here this season.
I think I heard Jalen said that they're a very mature team, older team, and they are being the best version of who they are. Mm-hmm. They're sound fundamentally. They're big and strong. They got one of the best players in the league. That's the leading scorer. They're a good, solid team, and we all are fighting for that double bye.
Yeah.
And so there's no doubt that this is an important game to us. It's a very important game to them as well. So hopefully we'll be ready to go and get us another road victory.
Yep. Right now they're ahead of Georgia Tech at the half, 42-31. If they were to hold on, we both would be 8-7. You talk about that coveted double bye. Is it a contrast in styles with what they do compared to what we do? The differences in the little things between both teams and how we play, the way you see it?
Well, you always have to make adjustments. I just think that if we be the best, we need to try to be the best version of who we are. Sound defensively. They like to pound the ball inside. They got good perimeter shooters like most teams in the ACC. They're a good basketball team, and I always say this. I'm probably sound like a broken record, but you got to be the best version of who you are, and you can't worry about anyone else to try to win these games in the ACC.
Coach, great to see you again. We look forward to the game Saturday. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
There you go. He's the head coach, Leonard Hamilton. My name is Jeff Culhane. Thanks to everybody coming out. Good night. Go Noles. Have a great night, everybody.